guidance. How are you today? If you came on and saw my live earlier this morning, thank you for joining me. I had a lovely time. I had to overcome a bit of fear, and I was really into this sort of idea of how this week is going to be going, the energy. What is our guidance for this week? How are we feeling? Knowing how important this new moon will be at the end of this week for our change, for our final transformation, the final step. I feel like it's here. So, and the reason why I'm sort of confirming that as well in my mind is because a few days back, probably a week ago, maybe longer, I don't even know actually, I picked up a red thread. It was literally on my feet, at my feet in the yard where I keep the horse with the horse, and it's clean, perfectly clean, which is amazing. It had been dropped, and it was this thread, and I reached for it, picked it up, and I put it in my pocket of another jacket, and I didn't think too much more of it, but immediately it was this thread. Do you know the concept of the red thread? What is it all about? Well, they say that we are all connected, and we are cosmically connected, of course, but we have what they call red threads, people that are on the end of our red thread. We are connected, especially if you're on a divine counterpart journey, a twin flame journey, a soul contact journey, or people are on the end of this red thread. And I didn't think much more of it because at the time I've also had a red bracelet I had on my arm for a long time, and I buried it outside, and for some reason it suddenly started to emerge, a bit of it, and I pulled it out, washed it, put it on my arm, and had the most horrendous amount of energy downloads the night, an emotional, awful night. I literally ripped it off my hand, threw it away, and I've buried it again in a different plant out in my garden. But then I'm forgetting about the fact that I picked up this one. And then this morning, I was looking for something in my other jacket. Can't remember what it was I was looking for. Don't even know what I was even in there for, right? Off I went, came home, and this was on the floor again in front of me. So I have now honored it by picking it up, and I've put it on the magic table. And I wanted to share that with you because the red thread is quite an important acknowledgement of what will be on your path will always be on your path. Okay, what is meant for you will always find you. And I just think it's important that we need to hear that sometimes. We need to trust in this, because this red thread, you will always have these lessons on the end of this red thread. You will always have a person, it can be anyone, that will be giving karmic lessons in all areas of your life, your red thread. You will always find people on the end of your red thread. So that's what I wanted to say to you. So let us now find out what is on the end of our red thread. What is coming this week? We know that at the end of the week, Friday, we've got a new moon. Very strong intention of wiping the slate clean. You have every day this week opportunity to do so, and it is about wiping this slate clean and really being ready for what is to come, for the new, for being prepared, having that clean page. That's important to recognize. So without further ado, I know I was called to raise the vibration book today. And we are going to ask Spirit to give us guidance with raise of vibration. based on what is our guidance for this week, and what can we do? How can we keep our, what is this about? What can we do? What is our guidance? Ready for this new moon, for this clean slate. So funny, I just came to express yourself, express your needs, express what you want, express. Talking to source is the vibe number 38, which goes to 11. Magic. Here we go. The more clearly we communicate on earth with our friends, lovers, and families, the more clearly we are able to communicate with the universe. There's a synergy between how we navigate through this realm and what happens when we reach beyond the veil. When we communicate with the universe, we may imagine we're connecting to something up there in the sky or a world beyond us. The universe is all around us and within us. That's important. I like to imagine that the heart is a stargate, and through it we can reach heaven. With practice, it can become like a walkie-talkie that we can use to develop a personal relationship with the source of creation. Having a loving, open, and insightful conversation with source can become a wonderful way of assessing support and comfort. When we really open up about our feelings, thoughts, worries, and decisions, we really give that divine presence the space to enter our life and to support us. You deserve to be supported. Okay, so really interesting how every day, Monday to Thursday, we have got planetary alignment that is asking us to express ourselves, to lean into those past situations and view them again, to recognize our changes, to really be very clear on what it is that we want. The universe honors your free will. So before it can intervene, it needs your permission. You see, this is your life and these are your lessons. Until you decide you need an intervention, the universe will support but not interject. If you need an intervention or you would like more support, you have to invite it all, the help you need. So just by communicating what you need or how you would like to feel, you are sending a clear signal to the universe that you would like its help. It doesn't matter how you see the universe. It could be in the form of a particular saint, ascended master, an angel, a deity, or even the cosmos. Just know that it is ready and willing to listen to you. The universe is always more willing to help you than you are to be helped. It's time to open up, recognize the divine as your greatest love, your best ally, and your truest friend. Speak to it. Share your concerns, reveal your feelings, let out your emotions, and breathe with ease. Here is the vibe of the day. Dear universe, I am grateful for your love and support. Thank you for hearing me clearly at this time. Thank you for placing your hands of light on the areas of life where I have concerns. I welcome your miracles now. I know you are my greatest ally. I accept your love and support you now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a beautiful vibe. What a beautiful vibe. That is amazing. Today we've got the Quantum Oracle. We have our Wisdom of the Oracle, and we've got some tarot. And this little tarot deck was probably my first little tarot deck, and I haven't used it in probably, I don't know how many months. But I felt called to get it again. So let's see what comes. Let's see. All right, so there's the 12th. To succeed, one must first overcome your hardships. Forge ahead, never give up. So, whatever the hardship might be, I'm hearing that we are going to be, because what's on the end of this red thread, we are going to be tested. We are going to be asked questions. We are going to have to answer. And that's okay. Because remember, you are not where you once were. You are not even where you were yesterday. Never mind a year ago. Never mind 5 years ago. Whatever the cycle is that we're completing, we're transforming, we're going into a new, okay, it is a new age, it's a new partnership, if you like, with spirit. It's with the universe, with our soul, with our destiny. Whatever you want to feel it as, that is where we're at now. So really lean in as much as you can this week to the energy. Don't hide. Don't ignore. Address it. Make sure, okay? Even if it hits you at the most inopportune moment, let it come. Very important guidance. Interesting. Very important guidance. Right. Okay, there we go. So, quantum of the oracle. Let us ask, what is our guidance, please, that is coming for us this week? What can we have guidance to for this beautiful collective? I hope your day is going well. Mine is going brilliantly. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very blessed. Very, very blessed. Okay, beautiful. Ooh, getting better at that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Oh, there comes the energy. That's what we want. Let us ask, what is our guidance, please, for this week with this quantum of the oracle? Quantum jumping, quantum leaps, happy success. My goodness, what is wrong with these cards today? They're literally just diving off my table. I don't know. The energy is very strong. I felt it come in. Oh, right. We have got a lot of cards. We have got a lot of cards. Okay, let us just unpack what we've got. We have got the loving woman. This can be you, loving you, sitting there, making sure. It could be somebody in your life that is very supportive, very loving, very understanding, okay? Take what resonates, but we have got this beautiful, loving woman. And even this little dog that's nice and peaceful, having a little nap, very supportive, loyalty, very strong loyalty here. So being supportive and loyal to yourself, knowing what it was making you feel peaceful and happy. Sitting there under a tree, in touch with nature, surrounded by fruit and orbs, lots of orbs, okay? So this is abundance, this is guidance, this is happiness, okay? So that's beautiful. We've also got happy success, okay? But it did come out in a reverse. It's a consciousness, happy success, okay? Holding up these two, we've got a heart in one hand, and we've got some sort of orb in another hand. Happiness, happy success, but it was in the reverse, so we are going to look at it. Definitely. And funny, I put it up in the upright then. We've got peace and healing light. Both of them are in reverse, so we'll keep them as such because it's good to read and good to see. We've also got deception. Okay, something you're aware of, something that is definitely giving you a feeling of, maybe this is why I was so incensed on sort of saying lean into whatever is happening, because we're ready to start afresh. We're ready for something new. So you might be very aware of this situation, okay, a deception, but it's also, you know, when we think about our healing light, okay, the guidance that we have, often, you know, we're aware of these sort of things, but we almost like aren't ready or willing to just let it go. Let this be, whatever this situation doesn't, if it does, you want to be in a place of peace. You want to have happy success. You want to have that sort of peace. Okay, and the peace and the healing light were both in reverse. Here she's sitting in this beautiful peace, looking out at these beautiful two swans here, almost hoping for love, for serenity, for that sort of loyalty, commitment, that sort of peace. And we've also got a family. So family is in the upright. Again, it's about people in your life, possibly. Family dynamic, family unit, your children. Take what resonates with you and really feel into that love. I'm doing a podcast tomorrow for somebody that's invited me on, and they were asking me about questions that they've sent ahead of the time about my motherhood, how I've been, how I've felt as a mother, what do I see as success, and I thought about that. It's really about being in this sort of dynamic of a family of happiness, of peacefulness, of calm. No fighting, or these children are playing happily, they're sharing, they're not, there's no unhappiness to it. There's a little baby here almost sitting in a sort of a heavenly sort of state on a cloud over here. This inner child of yours wants to just have that peace and happiness, but it could be about your family dynamic. So if you're finding that is very much how you're feeling right now, that's really good. We've also had the cycle card, which is increased, but it is in reverse. So we're going to have a look at that and just see what is going to come from that guidance. Okay, so our beautiful happy success in reverse. Not such a great card when we look at initially in reverse, but the point here is we've got peace and happy success and what have you. You're in this beautiful state of a loving woman, being very grounded, being very fruitful, being very beautiful, being very stable in your own feeling. And then you've got this deception at the bottom here, sort of, about it, and it might be making you feel like something's not quite right. But going back to in yourself and making sure that you keep that balance, keep that happiness for yourself is very important right now, especially as we go through to this new moon for this intention. Okay, so consciousness, let's go here. Number 8. It reveals a time of personal and professional frustration for you. So maybe this kind of looks professional, and you look like you're in your work clothes. So maybe that is where you, by the end of this week, will get this, you know what? I want to feel like this. I want to feel this peace. I want to feel this happiness. You've overcome the feelings of angst or even anger. You're floating from one negative mentality, focus on lack. You feel like a victim. Well, the universe is saying why and wondering, but that it's going to be okay. And the shift is your consciousness now. And that is this energy for this week. It's that, oh my goodness, is that how I've been seeing it? I don't need to see it like that. It's almost like those aha moments that we really love that happen. Even without the abundant outcomes you desire, you can still choose to see the success within yourself. Here it is sitting, okay, and your life. So try and choose that now this week. Try and really be very conscious of that. Because of the deception, because of what it was, because of how, it came about, you actually are probably more successful than you realize. You are probably more happier than you realize, especially when you make this decision of change. When you live in this positive perception of yourself, that success consciousness will draw great things to you, and the universe will shower you with joy. So the affirmation is, I focus on the abundance and success of my spirit. The world is abundant, and I know that wonderful things are coming my way. And this increase will change. It will become much better. So being grateful for everything you've got in your life right now is really, really important. Peace intention. It's time to get the balance back into your life. Start by prioritizing yourself and your own inner peace. There it is. Create gentle rhythm through rest, exercise, and regular meditation. Try to approach your tasks at a more leisurely and organized pace. Whatever may be happening, you don't have to be frantic about it. Intervene on fear and reclaim your trust. As you slowly get your balance back, you'll feel more in control and find there's less to be worried about. Okay. And that's when we change the cycle. That's when we can really look at the increase of this energy. Okay. It doesn't indicate the radical reduction. What was that? How funny. My rose quartz heart literally fell off the table. Doesn't want to sit on top of my tarot cards. So just to draw attention, it's about how you are feeling, your heart space. Follow your heart. It's time of circumspection, a gathering of inner and outer resources in preparations for some potential limitations that may be waiting ahead, but these may be self-imposed. So the more you listen to this nonsense, the more you believe in this nonsense, this is what will happen. Although the limitations may be pushed by external circumstances, you will be able to consciously and clearly respond. If you've been looking at a specific goal, it may be time to consider more options and widen your search. Don't lose sight of the power you maintain through every cycle. Your conscious response will keep the road you're on both beautiful and fulfilling. So I am ready to make new plans and my life is expanding in wonderful ways. That is what you need to believe by the end of next week. Yeah? I do want to just get our spirit card here that is in reverse because I really believe it's a miraculous change. Your eternal soul is connected to the love and light of the divine, and it's capable of bringing great resolution to your life and the lives of others. Your marvelous power doesn't end with yourself. This card signals your ability to share your healing energy with the universe. If you are interested in entering a medical field, consider the role you'd like to play. Okay? It's time to explore fields that you could be hands-on with Reiki or energy healing. If you've already been engaged in such studies, this card indicates a potential career in such endeavors for you. So professions such as medical intuitive, massage therapist, acupuncturist, animal intuitive may also be worth considering at this time. Let yourself follow the healing path that calls to your heart. Trust in your own vast power and in your ability to bring it to others. Know that you carry the healing light within. So don't let anybody, okay, knock you away from this beginning. It's your time now. Stay within your inner balance. I invite the healing energy of the angels and the divine. I open myself to the healing power within. And it's on page 180, which is 9. So that is completion. You're ready, okay? You're ready for this change. You're ready to take that change. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now let us have a little look at what our wisdom of the oracle cards are going to say to us to give us the guidance of this week. So you will know if this resonates. Maybe I have some energy healers on this listening to this. I hope so. Welcome. All right, let's see, what is our guidance this week, please? Oh, more cards in the reverse. This is interesting, isn't it? We've got quite a few. 3 cards in the reverse, and we had 4 cards actually. Oh, we have one more, and we have one in the upright, and that is it, I think. Yep. Okay. In reverse as well. So 4 cards in reverse again. And we have one upright. The upright card is regeneration. This is where we're going to. This is what is happening right now, regeneration. But we've also got our cards in reverse. So we have got chaos and conflict in reverse. No longer in this chaos and conflict. You know, this does not have to be anywhere near your energy. You don't have to let it define how you are going to end up under that new moon on Friday. Trust in yourself. We've got chop wood in reverse. We have got clean it up in reverse. And we've got truth to be told in reverse. So all about regeneration. Regeneration. All right, number 33, 33, powerful. Love that number. It's my number. See it a lot. 33, chaos and conflict. So in reverse, the message is, this is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable, so don't waste it. Chop word 42. Are you an armchair astronaut? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. Start with a small task. Make it happen. Take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. John Campbell. Okay, so it is time for you to change this increase cycle. Okay, it is time to find your regeneration. You must know this is number 46, a 10. It's completion. It's time for this regeneration. 21, clean it up. All about cleaning. We've got chop wood, clean it up. 21. It is impossible. You may be focusing too much on what other people are doing right now. And it's funny how I put that clean it up on top of deception. So please get rid of this chaos, this final scenario. You don't need it in your life any longer. Whatever this is, you need to, and you know, the truth to be told is in reverse. So probably you don't want to hear the truth or you don't want to say the truth, but it's time. We'll read this card as well. So clean it up. It is time. Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You also are not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding to an even greater stress. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. Okay, sometimes we are hoping that somebody else might clean it up for us, that they might pave the way, that they might send a hand, a message, a change. And really, it's up to us. No one's going to save you. You need to save yourself. Number 14, truth to be told. Okay. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? Okay, where's this deception? Where does it lie? You will know what resonates. But it's time. If you want to sit with this beautiful piece, you are so gorgeous. You've got so much going on for you. But you, for some reason, maybe it's about this mask. Maybe you are afraid to let yourself feel happiness again or joy. Or maybe it is about children in your life that you're worrying about. If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms, and that includes dishonesty to yourself, my friend. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledge it. Acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future. And there it was, the first card out. Look at this beautiful new future. Look how happy you look sitting there with all this abundance. This is your future. This is where you want to be. This is your higher self telling you. Wow. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like to hear or acknowledge it, will be key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. And finally, regeneration. I will just read this so that it's that final message, the only one that is in upright. Rebirth, second chances, new opportunities. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in a more authentic, stronger form. That is you. Right? Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better, more powerful, growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Exactly what I said, destined path. This is where we are now. So this is just confirming everything that I've talked about right from the start 30 minutes ago. Thank you, Spirit, for that guidance. That's amazing. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let us now go to this tarot deck and let us get some confirmation with tarot. Always nice to do, because I haven't actually used this for a long time, so bear with. We will see how we go. We will see. This is amazing. Chaos and conflict in reverse. You don't need it in your life. Get rid of it. Beautiful. Chop wood. Regeneration. Truth be told. Truth be told. I'm loving this. Loving this. I'm just getting this all sorted. The cards all sorted, ready for this beautiful confirmation. Let's get some tarot. Let's ask, what is this guidance for us this week, please, to confirm with tarot? Do you know, the truth be told, I just seen this beautiful owl. Use your own wisdom here, okay? See how you go. You know, sometimes it's hard when people say, oh, you know, ask for the truth, ask for the truth. And it is scary to get the truth. You know, you don't want to necessarily hear it. But sometimes we just need to, for that final stage, being able to finally clear up things or clean things up in our lives. We do need to. Okay, can we have some guidance? What is our tarot going to give us today? Beautiful. Yeah, you're holding on to something. Four of Pentacles can be about holding on to something. And Pentacles are about stability, but also about, it could be financial security. So being afraid about that. But it can also depict that you're holding on to something yourself. Overall, the High Priestess is in reverse. So this is you having to tap into your higher self. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay? Not listening to your intuition, not listening to your guidance. We've got the Three of Cups and the Moon. It came out and jumped on the floor. So the Three of Cups is about celebration. Obviously, it's about community. Maybe this idea of family, okay, can be the Three of Cups. So having that support. But the Moon card that has come out is things that maybe have been hidden. And maybe that's why this truth be told has come out. Things that have to come to light. Now we've got the new moon at the end of this week. Okay, and if we think about our moon, it's the feminine energy, it's nurturing as well. What is hidden must come to light when it comes to a new moon. It's that intention of wiping a slate clean and starting fresh, and look how happy you can be. Okay, so really think about that. We've got here these two cards that came out on top of chaos and conflict and the healing light, the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Now, our Queen of Swords are very logical, very thinking. She sits in this she's got her sword raised. It's almost like a protection. And I think, you know, seeing as it's around this sort of area of deception and what have you, you could be deceiving yourself because you've been told maybe that you've got to hold on, that you've got to do this, or this is how you've got to behave, and you're holding on to dear life like a life raft without actually allowing yourself to see a bigger picture. Okay, but at the same time, it could be that by the time we get to the end of this week, that celebration is the lightness of making a decision, okay, of making something new, of being able to take what you have. Look how the pentacles are sitting on their feet in a nice alignment, almost as if, gosh, I didn't know I had the strength, the stability. I have got enough financial resource, and I can do this with the logic of the Queen of Swords. I can cut myself free. I can do this. So that's why it sort of landed on top of this sort of the healing light. And remember what that said, the healing light. I'm just being told to go back to talking to source of vibe 38. Remember to ask for your guidance and help. Okay, that is what the universe honors as your free will. You can decide to do this or not. It might be just in your mind. There's no pressure that it's coming end of Friday, end of the week. It's just that this is guidance, so you might be feeling something. If it doesn't happen, don't be under pressure. Don't put yourself in a state about things, because ultimately you will know if you're ready. Okay, because the High Priestess is in reverse, and sometimes that can be a little bit about still having that fogginess. You haven't quite cleared. And the Queen of Swords being sort of mind, very much still holding on a little bit maybe, you will take. So I feel like I've got sort of two dynamics here. So you take what you feel. But just know that even if you don't completely solve whatever issue this is, by the end of the week, okay? Time is irrelevant in spirit world, okay? What it is going to be saying to you is this: you are already of an awareness. And once we have an awareness of something, it's only then a matter of time before that awareness manifests into our life, into a real scenario. Okay, so don't fret about it. Don't worry about it. You have free will. It will come back round. You know, the next time we get to a new moon, you'll hear about release and then intention and what have you else, because that's what a new moon is. What is this final card? The Ace of Cups. Okay, and it came out very strongly on top of family. So it is about... the Ace of Cups is about emotion. It's about love. It's about filling your cup right now. Making sure you are the best version that you can be for what is ahead, for your guidance of this week. Being strong enough to say no. Being strong enough to not let something affect you any longer. Being strong enough and to know that you deserve this picture. Okay, this is what you deserve. This is your goal. This is how you want to feel. And if you don't solve everything by the new moon this time round, fine. Just solve your emotional balance to a point where you can have some peace of mind and know that the better version of yourself is starting to rise. Your cup is starting to fill from yourself. You are doing this for yourself. This is your strength, okay? Very beautiful. Thank you for that. Very, very beautiful. All right, let us finalize our overall energy with our angel number today. You might be seeing a lot of angel numbers. I talk numbers a lot at the minute. Okay. Oh, we've got like 3 that have come out. So we've got a story here. 3 again. Right. First of all, 1001 is spiritual awakening. New beginnings. Okay. This is where we're headed. New beginnings. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening. As I said, it's an awakening. If you don't manage to solve everything in your 3D, the awakening will help you. It's a different feel. It's not you doing something and hoping that this will catch up. It's the other way around. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of a soul. Okay, it can feel really heavy, really difficult. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. 1331. So we're having, and 1551. If you're seeing mirroring numbers, very magical right now. Okay, don't make this fit, please. I know there are 2 types of sort of energy here. Some that are not quite there, and others that are literally ready to step off and make a leap of faith. Those people are the ones that will have much stronger, higher intuition and maybe seeing this type of mirroring numbers. 1331 is good fortune. It could be a device, but it is a major change. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. So the deception is, don't think about yourself as an imposter, the imposter syndrome. Okay, don't think of yourself as someone else is saying no good. You stay in your lane. You believe in yourself. You trust in who you are. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Hopefully that was it. Everything will work out in your favor. There it is, okay? Trust this. Ace of Cups, you're filling this up. You are in this energy right now. Hold your vision. 1551. Hold your vision. Manifestation, abundance, money. So the 4 of Pentacles, you are off. You've got this set up. You can do this. Don't let anyone dissuade you. I'm hearing, funny word to use, dissuade. Anyway, it's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Isn't that amazing? All about this regeneration right now. So increase is going to change. We're changing it. We're changing our increase. Okay? You can do this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Woof. Okay, well, that is your 3/4 of an hour up. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know any comments. I'm always loving the comments. And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I'm very blessed to be able to offer this to you. I honor my journey. I honor my journey, and as part of my journey, I honor you because you are part of my journey. So thank you. I'm blessed to be able to deliver this to you, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. The sun is shining beautiful and brightly. Enjoy it, and just enjoy this week. If I don't see you again, if you don't tune in, that's absolutely fine. I hope that this has helped you anyway. You take care. Bye.